Hello everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. Okay, so today we're going to be making marinated carrot salad. There is different versions of this salad, but today I'll show you how to make the version that I know best. I'm just taking a moment to let you know that my newest recipe book, Best Recipes with Sharon, Treasure Chest of Sweets, is now available on Amazon, along with the original Best Recipes with Sharon, Homemade Meals and Appetizers Made Easy. So if you would like to have a copy, it's available on Amazon, and I've provided a quick link in the description below this video. Alright, so let's get right back to today's featured recipe. So we're going to wash, peel, and slice about a dozen carrots, depending on the size of them. Once they're cut in coins, you're going to need between 2 and 3 cups of these. Now, I think it's important that you use carrots that are nice and sweet, so the fresher the better. Especially this time of the year, it's easy to get carrots that are nice and fresh. Slice the carrots, and don't slice them too thin, but also not too thick, so probably about 1/4 inch or so. And for today's recipe, I'm using 3 cups of sliced carrots. Place your sliced carrots in a large saucepan. Then add just enough water to cover the carrots. Turn your heat on high. Once the carrots start to come to a boil, you can turn it down to a medium heat and let it simmer, and cook them just until they start to get tender. That will only take approximately 5 minutes or so, especially when they're cut in coins, because they will cook through faster. If they're not quite tender, cook them for another minute or 2. But you test them by putting a knife through them, and it should pierce into the carrot easily. You want them still slightly crisp. Drain the water off of them once they're cooked, and place your cooked carrots in a large mixing bowl. And set the cooked carrots aside to cool off. And while you're waiting for them to cool down, we'll go ahead and chop some more veggies to add to the salad. Okay, so I'll go ahead and add about 1/4 cup of chopped celery. Next, I'll add about 1/2 of a green bell pepper, and I've sliced it into small slices, obviously larger chunks than the celery. And then I add 1/4 cup of finely chopped green onion. Now we'll add all the ingredients to make the marinated salad dressing. This is truly what brings it all. Add 1/8 cup of canola oil. This amount of salad that we're making today will need about 1/2 can of tomato soup, which is about 5 ounces, or a little over 1/2 cup. Now we'll need 1/8 cup of white sugar, and 1/4 cup of white vinegar. And we'll only need about 1/2 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And finally, slap in about 1/2 teaspoon of prepared mustard. I'm using a tablespoon and stirring this all together to make sure that every piece gets coated. And I had a little bit of a yellow bell pepper left, so I added about 1/4 cup of that as well. It's a little sweeter pepper, but it also adds a little bit of color. And mix it all together again and pour it into your serving bowl. Now you'll need to cover it and refrigerate it for at least 4 or 5 hours to allow it to marinate. And the longer you allow them to marinate, the more the flavor will soak in. However, marinated carrots are good in the fridge for about 2 weeks or up to a month, and they need to be in an airtight container. And for the best quality, make sure that all the carrots and vegetables are well submerged in the marinade. This is a great side dish for any get-together. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and thanks so much for watching it all the way through. And until next time, happy eating!